Hello and welcome to Arsenal Analysed. I'm JC. I hope you're doing well. Today, I bring you everything that you need to know before Arsenal kick off against Manchester United this weekend at the Emirates. A huge fixture in the grand scheme of things off the back of an all-important victory away from home at Stamford Bridge. Arsenal are back in the running for the top four. So if you do go on to enjoy today's video, a like would be super appreciated. And if you're new around here, why not consider subscribing, as it massively helps me out. But let's waste no more time at all and jump straight into things. Kicking off with, of course, recent form of both clubs. And Arsenal's isn't looking as bad as it did in some of the previous preview videos. As already mentioned, Arsenal coming off the back of a huge victory away from home at Stamford Bridge, 4-2. What a day, what a game that was. However, it is a bit of a mixed bag for Arsenal with 3 defeats prior to that, but also another victory. So 2 in 5 makes for better reading. 6 goals scored, 8 conceded, and 1 clean sheet in the process. Now, how does that compare to Manchester United's? And will form play a big part in this particular fixture? As mentioned in the previous video, in these types of games, form tends to go out the window because it's the occasion that these players play. Man United are probably going to want to have an answer after losing 4-0 away from home at Liverpool and having recently hired a new manager, Erik ten Hag. A lot of those players that want to stay at Man United will want to prove a point. Prior to this, they've only picked up 1 victory, and that was at home to Norwich. One that wasn't exactly easy, having to rely on their main man, Cristiano Ronaldo. But during the last 5 games, they've actually scored 4 goals, conceded 9, and kept 0 clean sheets. So does that have good makings for Arsenal? Will Arsenal score plenty of goals at the Emirates on Saturday? With regards to the history of this fixture, one that has been played all the way back into the 1800s, late 1800s, as a matter of fact, but 235 fixtures, 85 in favour of Arsenal, but Manchester United do trump us in this department with 100 victories and 50 ending in a draw. More recently, Arsenal lost 3-2 to Manchester United at Old Trafford. An absolute thriller. Will we get the same at the Emirates? We'll have to wait and see. Prior to this, back in January 2021, a 0-0 draw at the Emirates, but Arsenal did win away from home back in November 2020. A sketchy fixture. Partey, one of his biggest performances in an Arsenal shirt, the one that really kind of kick-started his Arsenal career. And it was Aubameyang who scored the goal, a name no longer at the club. But if we have a little look back at some of the last fixtures, Arsenal have won 3 of their last 6 between Manchester United and the Gunners, drawing 2 and losing 1. Will history have a part to play in this particular fixture, I wonder? Team news, nothing really new in Arsenal's favour here. Kieran Tierney, Thomas Partey still out for the remainder of the season. Takahiro Tomiyasu has joined training. We were led to believe that he would be part of the matchday squads beyond the Southampton fixture. He wasn't part of that team in our last game against Chelsea, but according to Mikel Arteta in his press conference, both Lacazette and Tomiyasu are training with the club. Hopefully they'll be available at least in the match day squad. Manchester United, on the other hand, Luke Shaw out for the remainder of the season. Paul Pogba being assessed ahead of this game, but the likelihood is he will not feature. The same with Edison Cavani and also Fred. There were question marks over Rafael Varane, but we'll have to wait and see. He has trained with Manchester United. Whether or not he'll be available for selection is another question altogether. Danger men on the day, I've gone with Eddie Nketiah after a huge improvement to this Arsenal side. Yes, we did see a change in system, but he certainly offers something a little bit different to Lacazette. And because of that new dimension, I think he could be an important part of everything Arsenal do moving forward. And to have Lacazette as an option off the bench, just having those options is a headache, a good headache for Arteta to have. And as mentioned in my analysis video off the back of the Chelsea game, for those of you who did watch, it seems as though the Emile Smith-Rowe is starting to come into a little bit of form again. And he does seem to love these big games. So I have gone with Smith-Rowe as another danger man for the game on Saturday. Manchester United, they've got lots and lots of dangerous players The obvious one is Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored 15 goals in 26 appearances, providing 3 assists in the process. He did say himself that he will make himself available for this fixture after some terrible, terrible news. I hope everything is okay with him and his family. And then Bruno Fernandes isn't quite having the same season as he did last year, but still a very dangerous player when on the ball, looking to create chances for others. 9 goals and 6 assists in 31 appearances. Those are my danger men on the day for Manchester United. But as already mentioned, there are other players that could certainly hurt Arsenal when on their day. Rashford, for example, Sancho, to name just but a few. What does this mean in terms of my predicted lineup for Arsenal versus Manchester United? I think Arsenal will go with the same exact team to the one that beat Chelsea on Wednesday evening. Although on screen you can see here that I've lined the boys up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. At times when out of possession, Arsenal were in a back 5 with Saka being a right wing back, if you will. And then when in possession, especially deep in that final third, Tavares would push quite high, making up a front 5 of Odegaard, Saka, Smith Rowe and Eddie Nketiah. And I very much see a similar system being played until the likes of Thomas Partey and Kieran Tierney are available for selection again next season, where I feel Arsenal may revert back to a 4-3-3. I also think El Neni will get the nod ahead of Sambi Lokonga after a very, very good performance, an experienced player at Premier League and international level. And I think he just suits a good partnership with Xhaka when you look at what he offers in terms of solidity in that midfield. So what does that mean in terms of my score prediction? I'm going to go for a 2-1 to the Arsenal. I think Manchester United will nick a goal, especially if Ronaldo is playing. He does seem to love playing against the Arsenals. Do let me know your score predictions down below, as well as your team selections. Do you agree with mine? Would you make changes? I'd love to hear from you. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have done, drop a like. It's much appreciated. And if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. I am less than 75 away from that 1300. Some great support on the channel of late. Really, really do appreciate it. But for now, I'm JC, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care and stay safe.